Hello, welcome you all for this another lesson on this module of crew resource management. This lesson is about stress and fatigue. It's very important for a pilot, and I don't have to amplify too much. Pilot's life is fairly stressful in his operating conditions, and more so in certain special situations such as emergencies and critical phases of flight such as takeoff and landing. He is subject to high levels of stress and over a period of time. And of course, as a routine, you're flying, working hours are longer at odd times, etc. So stress is a part of pilot's life which he has to cope up with. So this lesson, I have included several aids videos so that an instructor of stress and fatigue and a student of stress and fatigue is able to derive maximum understanding on the subject. I don't have to go through the definitions of stress, and I have provided appropriate links, and it's a very normal physical response to a abnormal lifetime situation, you can say. So, what all the things which I have included in this module? Firstly, I have included what are the physiological effects of of stressful situations. What are the chemical changes, etc. So, those of you who wish to develop a much better understanding can go through that particular video. And there is a video which I've included by a TED talk by this person called Kelly McGonigal. So she has done some very good studies in stress and its management, and that's also going to be a useful talk for you to understand stress. And of course, that talk doesn't cover fatigue, but stress. There you will understand what is good stress and bad stress. So there are other few small talks which I have included on how stress can make you sick. So as long as you are able to identify stress situations, you are able to understand what is happening, then we are surely in a better position to be able to cope up with stress. And of course, in the lesson and in the presentation, I have included several measures that are possible to keep this stress levels low or within manageable limits. Of course, it's no great secret, and as long as you are able to maintain a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, take appropriate breaks from your work schedules, and develop good hobbies and light exercise, continuous exercise, etc., etc., you are able to stay healthy throughout your career. But of course, for some reason, if you are not able to, if these stress situations overcome your life, your normal situations, your which sure many of us are going to be subjected to. Many of us are going to be subjected to stressful situations, and we are, uh, without realizing, we are not able to take appropriate measures or cope up with the stressful situations. But what is critical is if you let these stressful situations continue for a longer time, then it develops into fatigue, and then several other complications could result. So this section is going to be very interesting if you wish to understand the subject is in more detail. Of course, there are several aids or lessons that are possible on the net. These I find are the best in my opinion, and it gives the crux of the subject matter, especially for an instructor who is going to teach this stress management to young pilots. He is going to be armed with good knowledge to tackle the subject very well. So I hope you are able to benefit by going through all these lessons, by taking appropriate measures, by uh, recognizing stressful situations, by taking appropriate lifestyle changes, measures to carry on with a very long, successful career as a professional pilot. So I'm sure you are going to find this module very rewarding. And of course, an instructor, the notes which I've made are fairly elaborate and compiled from very different sources. So you wouldn't have to fall back on any other material. You just have to go through this material to teach the subject. Sure. Enjoy the lesson and the module.